right, we're back on the Morning Brew with Friends with my old friend Nan Maslow. It's been a minute since you and I have seen each other out in the wild, as it were.
Exactly, nice to see you.
You've been hiding away working on cool shows like this design show coming up.
Yes.
I love this. And you brought the artist here, Michael Lopez. Thanks for coming in. Tell us a little bit more about the design show and what is going on.
Sure, well, this is part of the On the Map exhibition that was this summer. It continues into this summer,
right.
started
and On the Map is a cool
January.
thing for those that don't really realize what it is.
Right.
But it's basically a year-long thing of art, and it's you guys, it's 516 Arts, it's everybody getting together to do some of the most fun art shows I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And so this is a continuation of the All Over the Map show, which was at the Albuquerque Museum and focused on public art throughout the region, specifically Bernalillo County Public Art, City of Albuquerque Public Art, and New Mexico State Public Art. And this is an exciting project that is in a conceptual phase. It has not been created yet, but this is one of the artists that worked on it. This is Michael Lopez, and he is one of 3 artists that came up with this concept to create this mobile arts unit that could go from place to place and do various arts programming with the public.
That sounds like fun. So Michael, how'd you come to this? I mean, this is a very cool thing, and it looks like a trailer with this crazy birdhouse on it.
Well, yeah, that's
but like a people-sized birdhouse.
Yeah, it's definitely a nest. It's a nest that's based off of tactical platforms used for the police service, actually.
Oh, is that the same kind of thing you see when you see the police around with they put the spotlights on it? And,
yeah, you have your optical surveillance going on.
So you're thinking tactical art here.
Tactical art platform. So the TAP would be something that artists could take into their own hands and create a structure that could then be put on top of it. That's not supposed to come up, but it will be way better built than that. But yeah, so this will be something that will be changeable and moldable, and it will be different experience every time.
That's very cool.
And when you're walking around town, I think Albuquerque is really about horizons. So just imagine walking down the town and you see this glowing object. And you're like, what
just
is
rising
that?
above the one-story
Yeah,
houses.
exactly. It's just glowing, and then you come to find it.
Here's some of the random ideas you had for on the top of this thing, am I right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, so these are different possibilities for what various artists could do with this platform, and I think they're really fun. There's a cloud that's floating, a sphere, some plant matter. There's really sort of limitless options of what could be done with this project.
That's very cool.
And you can really integrate a lot of multimedia into this too, so you can have sound installations, you can have light installations, projections. It's kind of infinite in that regards as well.
Cool. And this is part of, you're also going to be on a panel speaking with other artists. Is that today already?
That is today. That is this afternoon at the Albuquerque Museum in the auditorium from 3:30 to 5. And today the Albuquerque Museum is free. It's free admission every Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Killer Heels show is going on.
We had them on. They actually made me
great.
walk in heels the other day, and I crushed it in heels. I think I surprised everybody at how good I was in walking in heels.
Got a good center of balance then.
Right. Also some practice.
And then there'll also be Andrea Poli and Raymond McLean there speaking, so they're the collaborators on this project.
And those are some fun people to be on a platform with, especially Andrea. She's excellent,
incredible
right?
artist. Yeah, Raymond, incredible architect.
Right. So that'll be fun. When you're talking with them, there's got to be some questions you have for them too.
In terms of their work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think in terms of I don't think I asked enough questions. It's going to be more of an interview when I hang out with them, because when we were together, we were just spitting out all of these ideas, and Andrea has all of these chalkboards in her house, and we're just drawing on these chalkboards and hanging out, and everyone had such grand ideas.
What's it like to be in a room with 2 awesomely creative people like that?
That's so boring. No, it's so much fun. It's really fun, and I think it's really exciting, and there's a lot of energy there.
And here's some other pictures of what you guys were working on there?
Yeah, that's us working in Raymond's studio. So I think working, to answer your question too, you feel like a kid with superpowers, where you can actually do the things you want to do.
Yeah.
So I think Raymond is very playful. His daughters were actually in the studio making a replica of one of the models we were making. Andrea's partner was helping out, so I think there's a really good sense of working together that happened there, and follow through with ideas, which is really great.
Right. Well, this isn't the only thing in the show. I mean, there's a lot of other things in the show, am I right?
There were, but today we're really just, we're having the panel discussion that's talking about this specific design. But yeah, it was an extensive show that tracked the history of public art and into the future. And so this is sort of the public art future section that we're now focusing on
Very
today.
cool. And I think people forget that in Albuquerque and in Bernalillo County, the 1% for the Arts program we've had since, what, the early 80s, right?
Yes.
It's one of the first major public art programs like this around.
That's right.
And was it 1% of all the funds that go to building roads? Am I
For
right?
general obligation
Geo bonds,
bonds. So
right.
for the Bernalillo County Public Art Program, it was established in 1991, and it is 1% of all general obligation bonds, roads, just about anything else.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you
right.
use geo bond
Any
funds for,
facilities
yeah.
that are improved or built, parks. So 1% of that is set aside and is used, is available for public art projects like this one.
Cool, and we've had Sherry Brueggemann on the show. She's one of the arts coordinators. She's
Yes.
really great folks who does all of that.
Yes.
She's talking about all kinds of fun stuff. And would this or could this be part of that project, or
That's the idea.
or is it actually in the pipeline already for?
Dan, this is in the conceptual phase. It hasn't
Yeah.
gone through all the approvals yet. So, but that's the idea, that this could be one of the projects that is part of the Bernalillo County 1% for Art program. And the idea with this is that it wouldn't be stationary. It would move from district to district and have arts programming at it. Maybe it would be at a community center for a few months, or it would be an artist in residence who would work with the community there to create some sort of art project that then could be elevated up into on this platform, or maybe it's some sort of performance element to it, but that it would go from place to place. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about public art is that you don't have to go to one place to find it, it can find you.
Right, right. And in your case, why movable art? Why not, like, I think most of us have, you think of art being on the wall or a sculpture being in a park. Why have it movable? Why have it?
I think it's the element of surprise. The
Yeah.
element of surprise allows for you to go somewhere and also make it so that it can relate to a community directly. I think that allows for us to even put something in here and make it site specific. I think site specificity is really important in this day and age too, for us to be able to say, we want to put something here, let people interact with it, and then if it's over here, it relates to the space,
Right.
and it's appropriate for the space.
And then you can take it somewhere else and have it relate to a new space every single time.
Exactly.
That's very cool. And which of all of the designs we're looking at, what's the one that you want to see done first? I mean, there was the sphere, there was one with the feathers on it, there's this one.
I want to see something with vegetation on it and
Oh.
lights mixed together. Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. Cool. Well, I think we got our friends from the Barbershop Quartet here going to take us out. We're back in a couple of seconds on the Morning Brew, and we've got, this is so much fun. We got the wide receiver for the Gladiators coming,
Sweet.
right? That'd be great.
Maybe we can put them on the tactile.
Upon your face, may the